Alrighty, welcome back to the NetBox configuration setup, the beast that is NetBox. Today we're going to be looking at how to create device groups, manufacturer types, all to start putting your devices into NetBox and start building those relationships for your branch. As you can see here, we already got a switch already configured in a rack, 25U rack. This was the rack that we built in the last video in the Austin branch in a location in room 101. And we can actually go ahead and click on this switch just to see kind of what's in here. I just kind of mocked this up just so you can see what we're going to do here in a little bit. So you can see I'm just defaulting this. It's just going to be a Cisco switch. You can see the device type that we have here. It's a Cisco Catalyst 9300. Airflow is front to back. You can change that whenever. You can actually put all of your serial numbers and asset tags in here as well if you want. The other thing that's really nice is if you have images that you want of this specific switch or the rack, you can do that as well. So if we actually come back here to the rack, you can see there is where it is in U41. And you can add images in here as well if you want down here at the bottom, if you want to see what that rack looks like, a physical picture, which is what we do. We have a picture of every single rack in our environment. So this is what we're going to build here. So since we already have a Cisco built out, we're actually going to build an Aruba switch. And I'll show you where to find all these images and everything. That way it's just really easy. So we can see exactly what that switch looks like. Zoom in, so if ever we have a question about it, or if we need to talk someone through on the phone, we can send this picture, put a little red check marking around on this port and say, this is the one that I want you to look at, if we can't actually put hands on a switch ourselves. And there's the back of the switch as well. Pretty nice. There's also a data sheet. It'll take you straight to the data sheet as well. So let's show you how to do all of that. So the first thing that we're going to do is, let's just say we want to add a switch here in U39. Okay, we're going to add an Aruba switch. Well, if we do that, let's just act like we're doing this. If we add a device here, we want to go to device role, we want to add a switch. Right now we have this classified as a router. That's the only thing we have here. So we don't actually have anything there for this. So let's start off by the manufacturer type, which if you go to manufacturers, you can see we just have Cisco in here. So let's go ahead and build Aruba and get that put in. Hit tab, it'll automatically fill in. Just hit create. Okay, great. We have Aruba, which is the manufacturer. Now we actually need the device type. So if you can see here, if we go to device types here on the left-hand side, you can see all we have is one, which is a Catalyst 9300, which is a Cisco. Okay, so we want to add an Aruba switch in. You can do this manually if you want. You can hit add, you can hit Aruba, say the model number, yada, 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 and type in all this information. That's fine. The other easier way to do this is to go back. When you are on this device types screen, what we want to do is we want to go over to the NetBox community, which there's the website right there, or the GitHub repository. And I'll have these in chat as well, so that way you know where to go. You want to go into the NetBox community under device type library, and then you want to go under device types. Once you go in there, you'll see all these different brands that people have actually loaded up, these YAML files that'll actually import all of this information in there for you. So let's just say we want a 6300, which is usually their normal switches right now. So let's just do a 48 port. This would be their class 4 switch, right? Yeah, 48 port. All right, so we're going to click on this. So here's the YAML file that you can take. All of this information for this particular switch is already in here. So you can see it's already got the documentation for it, the PDF for this device. It says what the part number is. So if you want to look up that exactly part number, so let's just do that, copy that, and then just throw this into Google. That's the part number right there. That's the switch. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go copy raw file. We got it copied. Go back into our NetBox instance. Over here on the right hand side, instead of hitting the plus, we want to have import selected. And then let me back out of here. We want to grab the raw file, and then we want to paste that in. Well, let's just copy it this way. I don't know why it's not working the other way. Okay, so we grabbed all of that. I'm just going to hit submit. Oh, it didn't find HPE, so it wants HPE. Okay, so we're going to go back to manufacturers, and let's actually change Aruba to HPE, and then save. Okay, now let's try doing this. So sometimes it's good to have little errors, that way you know what's going on. There we go. There's an Aruba switch right there. There's the model number. So if we click on this, it gives us all the information. If you already can see up top here, it says module bays, interfaces, console ports. These have already been built out for you. So that way, if you want, you can actually go in and you can assign this, say we got this in, we have, fan 1 we're using, but we don't have fan 2 plugged in yet, or we're only using one power supply, connecting all these interfaces. All of your interfaces are there. This is going to be really important if you want to actually connect these interfaces into an actual patch panel. We'll show you how to do that probably in another video. So let's see, we have the switch here. So let's say we want to add images for this device. So see, we can have a front image and a rear image here. So we would say edit. We would scroll down, and here we have front image and rear image. Okay, so we're going to go back to the GitHub repository. If we have 6300 here, you can see all these are YAML files. If we scroll down a little bit, you can see here are the ping images. Here's the rear image, and here's the front. So let's just say 63M, and then we want 48, G, just so we can get it down a little bit more. All right, so here is the front image, and here's the rear image. So we are just going to, where did this one? Yep, 48. So we're going to grab this. All right, so there is the front of the switch. So we're going to download that. And then we also want the rear switch picture. We're going to download that. We're going to go back to our NetBox instance, choose image. This was the front, so there's our front. Open, choose that, hit our back, open, and then we're going to save. Now those images are right there. So now we can actually go into our rack if we wanted to and build out this device for that location. So we'll just go into our racks. Click on rack 8. We'll just say we want it in 39. I'm going to cheat here a little bit. Add device. We're going to say Aruba switch. Oh, so we have device roles routers. Let's actually create one that says switches. So if we go to device roles first and hit add, just say switches, yes. Let's have this be a different color. That way we know all of our switches are dark orange, and then just say create. Now let's go back into our devices. Do this the easier way. We'll go back. There we go. Add device. We'll say Aruba switch. We're going to have that be a switch. Let's just put this in. I'm just going to say switch new as of 2026. If you want, you can put tags in here as well. Device type. There's our device type of our Aruba that we created. Put the serial number in here. If we had an asset tag, we could use that. All this stuff automatically fills in since we use the rack as our positioning format. Platforms, configuration templates. So if you actually wanted to do some scripting, you could actually build this out to have it be like, you know, an AOX operating system, all that stuff kind of built in there. That's how we would know which operating system it is. Clustering, we're not going to do that yet. We'll do that in another video. Virtual chassis, we'll do that in another video. Say create. All right, so there is our switch that is in Austin. We have branch B, the Aruba switch, the Cisco switch here. We have two of them. Now this is where it gets really fun, what I like doing. Let's say these things are connected to each other. Well, how do you actually make them look like they're connected to each other? If we click on the Cisco switch, and if we go into the interfaces, let's just say, for giggles, this port 48 here is actually connected to that Aruba, okay, on this 48 port, or the port 48. So if we click on the little green arrow, and we go down and we say interface, because we're going to connect it to another interface. This is one side, side A, that's our Cisco. We're going to connect it to the other switch, which is our Aruba. That's the Aruba switch. So we're going to choose our device, and then we're going to choose our interface. We'll say port 48 on that one too, 48. Now we can come in here and say this is a Cat6 cable. We can say this is an uplink. If we wanted to, we could assign a color to it. We could say the length of this cable. We'll say this is a 3-foot jumper. Okay, and then we can say create. Now, this may not look that cool right now just because there's one, but you can imagine if this was a fiber run, going from one switch, and then in between this Aruba switch is all these fiber hubs. So you'd have fiber hub 1, fiber hub 2, fiber hub 3. You could see exactly the whole path for this connection all the way through. That is where it gets really, really interesting. And you can start seeing how much fiber you're actually using, how much fiber is not actually connected, all of that. This is where NetBox gets really, really powerful, because then you can do space utilization, all of that kind of stuff. This is what I love doing here. But for right now, this is just kind of a brief intro. We'll get into that a lot more here later on. I think we might stop here because it might be a little bit much. Make sure you go in and have your NetBox instance set up and ready to go side by side when I'm doing this. Go back and rewatch the video and do this over a couple times. Just get familiar. Add a couple switches in that you have in your environment. It'll start making a lot more sense once you get in here. And we will see you back for the next video.